What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. video. So if you are new to the channel, please do drop a like and subscribe down below if you did enjoy the video. It'd be super appreciated. But Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is heating up as we head towards the end of the season and a very imminent alien invasion. So let's take a look at the trailer.
A week without sleep and food. We stick the screws to him now.
You're leading us now.
I'm just leading us to Coulson. Then he can have his job back.
I saw myself alive in the future.
I can't be killed. Trained my whole life to become this. I'm the destroyer of worlds.
So there's not that much in that trailer. We know that Agent Coulson has been taken, obviously, by General Hale, and she wants to use him and form an alliance between S.H.I.E.L.D. and Hydra. Now, on the surface of it, you'd think that he would team up with her if it meant saving the world, but how could you ever trust someone who had ever been in Hydra, or Hydra in general, because, well, they are completely and utterly evil and want to cause as much pain as possible to everyone. But we do know that the threat may possibly be coming. It may as well be Cassius's father, or it could be someone else entirely. Now, it's not looking good whatsoever, but the synopsis says that Coulson is forced to team up with surprising allies to save the world, while the S.H.I.E.L.D. team attempts to track down and rescue him. So there's not that much really in that the synopsis at all, other than the fact that, well, Coulson is being hunted down. We know that Daisy Johnson has gone to search for Robin, and we may finally learn something. Hopefully we'll get a dramatic thing where Coulson decides to agree and work with Hydra, while Daisy has found the seer and actually decided to work with, and decided to look into this, and we find out that maybe that it wasn't the truth at all, and this is how the world actually ends. So that's pretty cool there, to be honest. And what is happening here is that we have the Destroyer of Worlds title. So the title Destroyer of Worlds, as we found out, was the title of the Hydra plot for the person to enter this mineral chamber, a very similar Vita chamber to what Steve Rogers actually entered when he entered it in Captain America: The First Avenger. Now, we know that in the future, Daisy becomes the Destroyer of Worlds, and that is a title which you don't want. You don't want that, because reportedly, according to the future, that is how the world is ended, by this Destroyer of Worlds, and that led to everything in the future that we saw, which is absolutely terrible. But, as we know, Ruby has been genetically engineered to have this mantra and enter this chamber to become the Destroyer of Worlds, which she's trained all her life for this, and the fact that she is obsessed with Daisy and Daisy may possibly take this away from her is something which I'm excited to see. Now, in the trailer, we actually see Ruby fighting Crusher Creel, which is really odd, considering that they are supposed to be on the same team together. So if they are on the same team, why are they fighting? Now, personally, we haven't seen the episode yet. They could simply just be training. But the fact that Daisy is fighting him means that perhaps, and the fact that she's suited up as well in the trailer, it looks like she may actually be going to fight General Hale in some way. It may be the fact that she simply wants this title for herself, and she learns the fact that, or maybe Agent Coulson will actually reveal it to her when she is sent in, maybe to convince Coulson to join and things like that, to kind of turn him over and switch his mind. He'll say, like, well, you're training all your life for this, and you're not going to get what you actually want, or what you're supposed to be training for, which I think will be really cool. And then Ruby will then turn on Hale, and we've got three factions. We've got S.H.I.E.L.D., Ruby and the LMDs, and General Hale and her weird sort of Thunderbolts-esque team. Now, that could lead to a battle to becoming the Destroyer of Worlds, and this could be the fight that then leads to the world being destroyed, albeit I expect Daisy Johnson will come back with the knowledge and the premonition of what may happen and what actually destroys the world, so she can come and end everything that happened. So I expect that to happen in this episode. And again, we've also got Deke and, well, Fitz and Simmons now know who their grandson is. So I hope that we see some sort of way of it kind of fixing the timeline, or the timeline being affected, because I don't like the fact that he's spending so much time in the past with his family, and the time just being okay with that. The timelines are weird, and it just doesn't fit, and he needs to go back to the future, which is where I expect we will see the rest of the crew that we left in the past. We left Flint and Tess in the future. I would love to see how they're getting on in the future as well. So I expect a jaunt to the future. However, that is it for this video. Please drop a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.